This is one of very hot topics. Say air. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, to another podcast. First one has been very good. 100 views by the time this video has been recorded. It's incredible. 100 views. I'm happy at this achievement, and I'm happy to have my guests back, Nadim and Charbel.
Hi.
Hey guys.
It's definitely not awkward, but we're getting better.
Yeah, we're getting used to it.
We're getting better. Before we actually start, I wanted to say something pretty interesting. When I don't know about you guys, but when I was in middle school abroad, for our English classes, they used to make us.
Sorry.
God.
It's a scam color. We keep it in.
It's okay, man. Yeah, there used to, in our English class, we used to, our teachers, as a way to learn and stuff, we had to read a book, or some parts of a book, and he put us in groups, and then we had to learn put a phone to record us talking about the book.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I'm also doing the podcast. It's very fun, talking about something we all have an understanding of. Obviously, being able to research more about it is something I hope we can do next time. Because obviously we haven't researched. We're
improvising.
Yeah, right now we're improvising, especially since for you viewers who don't know, we literally just finished our last day of our summer courses. We have our finals coming up. So we literally right now we just came back from our 3-hour lab. That we were dead. It's horrible.
I had 3 hours, 4 hours.
3-4 hours. CMPS. It's CMPS 208 for you AUB.
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to say something?
No, nothing.
Yeah, so it's a computer science course. It's all about Excel. We learn about Excel. We literally spent so much time on one question. It was insane. Not insane in a good way, insane in a bad way. Yeah. Horrible.
So,
خاصة the goal seek 3.
Yes, there was this one question where we had to use
Goal Seek 3.
Yeah. If you don't know what Goal Seek 3 is, it's literally go search it on YouTube. I can't be bothered.
It's not 3 goal seek.
It's Goal Seek in general.
Yeah, it's
goal
not goal seek 3. It's only goal seek. But no, the name is goal seek. But the professor named
the
goal
question.
Seek 3.
Yeah, the question is 3. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was horrible. We want to move on from that as fast as we can.
And the worst part is the final is just multiple choice, which is...
Maybe. We don't know if it's multiple choice.
Yeah, okay. لا, but Professor said no, it's multiple...
The thing is, he said, Nadim said that...
there's going to be a part...
Small part.
Yeah, a very small part.
But then he came to our...
choice.
That's maybe. This is 50, it might have, it might not have.
But the thing is, he came to our... The thing is, he came to our class. He literally said this to all of us. You weren't in the room. You were helping someone in the other room. I think you were helping Nadim, maybe.
I was with,
You weren't in our class. He came to you. So the professor said it's most likely to be all MCQ. But if it is half-half, he'll let us know.
The thing is, MCQ, I don't know what's the deal. The problem with MCQ, it's hard, the questions are hard. We think, okay, it's just we circle the answer, or we circle circle where and we choose the correct answer. It's hard. The hard, and even the problems compared. And if you want overall, it's better.
Yeah.
For example, in the accounting midterm. We spend literally 3/4 of the exam of the time on the MCQ.
It's literally 20 questions for
So I think in the final, what should be better is we start with the problems and then MCQ. MCQ. But you have 25% of getting correct.
Are you talking about accounting or CMPS?
I'm talking about accounting.
Yeah, because CMPS, I don't think we could do Excel then MCQ if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because he'll force us to finish MCQ and then move on to Excel. I think that's what he's gonna do.
By the way, guys, I think
guys,
the audience is interested. We're talking about courses.
Welcome back, guys. We're just joining in. We're just
Lama, it's good. We're talking about
we're
something.
talking about something.
We're talking بس مش إنه الaudience مش كأنه موجود.
Well, not some kids relate. Some kids learnly relate, and they might find.
No, you should remove the sport.
Yeah, I think so.
Remove it. خي مش كأنه الaudience موجود.
Yeah.
إنه كأنه عم نحكي نحن ثلاثة مش موجود. No, you should.
But that's the point, man.
Literally, you should remove it.
I don't know.
Don't pretend the camera isn't there. Yeah.
So, podcast is about mainly talking informally and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of in a improvisation manner, but again, like half improvisation, half research.
Yeah.
But like it's on a certain topic that might interest the audience. Yeah, مثلا CMPS, like between each other, like the accounting. Like
but that's the fun of it, you know. Like the audience can expect many things. They're gonna be expecting soon, like right now when we finish talking about this, they're gonna be expecting something more that they can relate to for sure.
Yeah.
So like it's normal to always slack off a bit.
Okay,
That's why I think we should keep.
هبت عندنا 10 دقايق على
No, it's okay. It's okay, والله.
Okay, it's fine.
It's hard.
Well, let's cut some things,
yeah, obviously the beginning part I'll cut because it took most of the time. But now we'll move on to. You want to say one last thing?
No.
Huh? Okay, so we're gonna move on and talk about tuition fees. This is one of
very hot topic.
Very hot topic. It's a very
confrontational.
Not the word is
conversation.
No, not conversation.
Okay.
Bro.
Just write it on paper.
There's an opposing side to both of it. That's
okay.
I literally said the word before we started. Now I can't say it anymore.
It's a complex topic.
It's a complex topic where there's two sides. Like there's one side and another side. It's not a one-sided debate. It's two-sided. So tuition fees.
Okay, I'm gonna start off.
Let's start.
I might get killed on the in AUB campus for saying this, but I think it's a lose-lose situation for students.
What do you mean?
It's a lose-lose situation.
Paying tuition fees?
Paying like this amount of tuition fees. First of all, like
for the record, it's $15,000 on average.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's like for Lebanese students paying tuition fees and everything. And that's already fresh. Like part of it is fresh. So students, are getting, are paying.
It's okay. Say it.
Yeah, it's right. Like it's getting harder for them to pay the tuition fees and everything. Financially, of course, because it's hard to get dollars.
Exactly.
But at the same time, if the AUB doesn't implement this fresh dollar rate and everything, it will crumble itself.
Yeah, AUB, like the institution of AUB will fall.
Exactly. So it's a lose-lose situation, really.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I really hate to say this, but I think tuition fees is لأنه ما حيكون في AUB بعد شوي. هلا فاتحين بقبرص. So it might.
Well, let's try to say English by the way.
So they are opening in Cyprus, so there might be a bit of ease in the.
It will help, like the money they make from Cyprus. I'm assuming they'll be able to transfer it a bit to here.
أكيد.
I think that's what you're.
Yeah, but it would take time. Is it still in development?
I think they open next year.
شو اسمه protest they did at the beginning of the semester. The students. Like everyone was shouting and.
No, it was during the end of spring. Not the beginning of. It was during the end of spring. That's one.
No. This semester.
Summer.
There was a brief one.
There was one or two.
A brief one.
There's videos on the AUB Crushes, but you have to scroll very far.
What's the deal with AUB Crushes?
What's AUB
Crushes?
It's
No, you can explain.
It's literally just an Instagram account where we don't know who, but there's one or a few
just anonymously
people.
Say like, I have a crush on this.
Or like
AUB Crushes. You know what they do? They take a picture of that individual. It's like, who's that? What's his number and everything? Like it's.
Hey, imagine you're literally sitting a meter away from me, even less, and you're not looking at me. Like your back is a bit that way against me. I come and take a picture of you, send it to a random person, to ask about you. Like, just go directly to the person. I could just come to you. Okay, who are you? What's your name? What's your deal?
No. Maybe you
what the heck?
99% of people.
No, wait.
Because they're shy.
You're gonna freak him out. What's your name? خي شو جاي investigate. Investigation.
If you're interested
in meeting the guy. Oh, girl.
Yeah,
but let's say
guy way مش إنه what's your name شو
لا حنا I'm just
like okay wait so everyone think I know we said what's your name ودي شو like everyone used to do this but هلا now in the conversations the name comes like after 5 topics like let's say we're talking and I did same thing with you كنت أول شيء تعرفت عليك
we were talking about accounting I think
accounting and then after like I don't know 15 minutes I asked you what's your name right so it's not that directly right now the name and أول شيء start talking about what you're talking about إنه مثلا like let's start okay you're meeting a girl you just find a topic right now if you find a topic
if you're walking by them and you see them working I don't know like on math
and say like you say oh this math like is so bad okay you start conversation okay and then like, after 15 minutes what's your name by the way
no obviously it's not like I'm gonna come up to you and say what's your name tell me your name I'll shoot you
the boys that are so gonna kill me لا the girls كمان لا بس انه like انه بلا انه يعني انه if you come to انه from overview انه I'm not يعني from an outsider point of view if you come and like listen to it's somehow like this no it's not what's your name what's your لا مش هيك او مثلا تخيل
هيدا مبين he has moves ولك ايه يا شرب he has
moves wait imagine a girl sitting here okay here I come here what's your major like what the heck like literally the one next to you
you can but see the thing is you don't have to start off with a conversation like if I come up to you and say hi how are you
no this is too
the ultimate meet-up line is just hi what's your major that's it works every time every time
no like, hi, why would you say that
like hi hey
that's what everyone does
that's what
like here
friends and everything
for some reason in like Middle Eastern countries people do that just straight up I don't but if you go abroad from experience
like within AUB
like it's so much different the barrier to break
chill من اللي let's say انت ماشي you're walking like towards هيك and then a boy comes هيك like you stop him and tell him hi what's your major it's not
you're sitting on the same bench and then you ask her hey what's your major
this works but even the one like if you're walking I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. When you're in a hallway, for example, let's say it's school, because it's more likely to be in a hallway, and you're walking by someone that you have class with, but like you don't have any relation with them, you never talk to them. You could go like, oh hi there, what I wanted to ask you about this and that, and then say, oh can I also like what's your name? Like
AUB itself it's so easy to make friends really. You just ask them the same question.
It took me a year to make it took me a year to actually get to know like you guys are technically my first consistent friends. Other people I just talk by I'm like I always have the you know when you're in high school you have like different cliques. One group is the cool group, the smart group. I call myself the floater. I just float around.
I was like you.
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's what I have been for the past year, 2 semesters at AUB until I met you guys this summer. That's literally. It's not. I wouldn't say it's easy.
It isn't easy, but it's.
And I struggled. I'm being honest.
I mean, we're consistent friends, but like friends in general, like somebody like you would sit down in class with, talk a bit, like.
But define friends in that case, like.
Now there's this kind of like student friends where you just you're in the same class as him.
Like just classmates.
Kind of, classmates. But it's like classmate friends type thing, like.
Because I've always had
like outside of class you'd say hi, how's it going, like talk a bit and then that's it. Consistent friends like you want to go eat or
I would consider what we have as friends rather than classmates because we like right now we're obviously hanging out. If we weren't friends I don't think we would have done this. No we hang up. But when we first met, as you reminded me the other day, in fall, you were behind me in math. Yeah. You were behind me. That's classmates. We said hi and hi, and then you did your thing, I did my thing, and we.
Oh wait! I'm gonna share a story. Okay. When I was at school, okay, there was a guy named Andrew. Like we were like enemies, okay? I used to sit before backwards, okay?
You mean at the very back?
No.
How old were you?
What?
How old were you?
I don't know. I was in grade 8. Grade 6.
Like middle school. Okay.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah. So I used to just nag him with my feet. I just did that for and we'll still fight like stuff.
Yeah.
Stop that. شو بدك فيه ومخصب. And then funny story. We turned out we became friends somehow. I just started sitting with them, with his group. Yeah, so life is unpredictable. So
I don't know.
Maybe your worst enemy may become your best friend.
So. You probably know, but I don't think you know. I'm referring to KSI and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know.
What?
Do you want to explain?
You know who's Logan Paul and KSI? Like YouTubers.
They're two very famous YouTubers.
Yeah,
one is from the UK, one's from the US. You want to explain?
Yeah, let me explain.
Yeah.
So basically, they did a kind of type of beef, right? Like the kind of mashkal, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, I challenge you to a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
So they did the boxing. They did twice actually. The first one was a draw.
Yeah.
The second one was for KSI and everything. And after it, they became like frenemies type.
No,
like a bit for a while. And
they had respect for each other.
They had respect.
They weren't friends.
Yeah, they weren't like frenemies, like friend enemies.
Yeah.
But after a while, they started their own company, I think.
Yeah, they have
Prime.
a company, Prime.
Yeah.
It's a
energy drink.
Energy drink.
Yeah. So now they're really good friends. So
no sponsorship.
No sponsorship. Nice. Speaking of boxing.
But before we get into
Come back.
but it's a very good transition.
Speaking of boxing.
Very good transition. But before I wanted to say something about that. They weren't like, okay, I challenge you to a fight. They literally had beef, bro.
Yeah.
They literally swore at each other, insulted each other. They did everything, and after the fight, it took them like a year or two, and then they were able to work together. Like not work together, like be friends and hang out and stuff. And not long ago, it's been like a year maybe since they made their own company. Like, it's amazing that your worst enemy. There's no such thing as an enemy.
Yeah.
But like the person you dislike the most.
Yeah, dislike the most might be.
You just it's an amazing path to be able to become friends.
Yeah.
And best friends in their case.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So.
But like Nadim said.
Speaking of boxing, so you wanted to do a AUB boxing.
Okay, so. Okay, I'm
really curious.
I'm literally one of those. I watch YouTube a lot. My life is practically on watching YouTube constantly.
Yeah, same.
So I've watched many of the fights.
The YouTube boxing.
Yeah, YouTube fight. Like obviously after the game, because I'm not gonna pay money to watch it. So I watched the replays afterwards.
Yeah.
I watched many of the fights. I watched many of the talks, the press conference, the individual channels of like I watch KSI mostly what he says about boxing and stuff like that.
I can shift Jake Paul versus
I don't watch
and Tyron.
No.
You didn't see them.
No.
Okay.
And I'm one of those people where like I see something and I get interested, I want to do it. Same thing with YouTube. When I was a kid, like I was it was like 2014, 2013. I was like, I'm watching YouTube for the first time. I'm watching those guys, the sidemen, doing their stuff. I'm like, I want to make a channel. Nice. It took me till 2020 to make a channel because of COVID.
Yeah.
Thank you, COVID, but not thank you. Yeah. And I really want to do like a boxing club here at AUB. Make like
I think it is boxing.
But it's not.
Oh, you want to do like a professional, but like
proper. It's
yeah.
proper. Like I want I want people to have like a competition. Like I'm not expecting people to hate each other. Not
just friendly competition.
Friendly competition, but it's a competition. Like if you have to win to be the best. We set up like trainings. We get people to train. Set up like a ring. I swear.
You gotta become the next Dana White, guys.
I don't know too much about him, but I hear he's a very bad person. So
he's a very good person. No.
Really?
He's really good. And I like. He's my favorite. Like, I like him a lot.
I don't know.
I watch a lot of UFC.
I don't watch any.
So yeah, let's start a fist fight.
لا spill the team. Flip the thing. No, but like I wish we could do like a boxing thing. Like it's first of all, other than the competition, being the best, being having that pride of being the best over everyone else, it's a very healthy sport. In training, not in actually fighting people.
I agree.
The training part is the most healthy. It's like either the best or like top 3 best sports in the world for health wise. It literally works on your whole body. You stay fit, maybe even more than just fit. And it literally just keeps you healthy. It keeps you live a longer life, eat healthier, work.
What?
You have to eat healthy. You need
how boxing makes your
the training aspect of it.
Oh, the training.
Boxing, you might get a city, but like a
the boxing. I'm saying Listen, I'm saying boxing as in training. Boxing as in fighting. Like you could train boxing for your entire life without fighting. You don't need to fight.
Yeah, maybe sparring.
Even sparring, you don't need to do. Just punching a bag, doing
it's
those.
Enough,
it's more than enough.
Yeah.
But for those who want to be the best out of everyone else, they go for the fighting.
أنا صراحة I'm more of an MMA guy than a boxing guy. It's way more dynamic than boxing. Like boxing, it's not like the entire sport. It's one aspect in MMA.
Yeah, it's
MMA. There's grappling, there's wrestling.
Hey,
UFC.
What's grappling?
Grappling is like wrestling, judo and everything. There's jiu-jitsu. There's boxing. There's everything.
Honestly, I like kickboxing alone.
What really, I think, in my opinion, what really is like the best, you know how to dodge the moves instead of like training to box someone. Train yourself to dodge the moves instead. Like in school, like for example, let's say one insults you and wants to start
you're getting
fist
bullied.
fight.
Yeah,
you're getting bullied, and then he wants to start a fist fight. Instead of fighting him and then both of you get punished you could the one getting bullied could dodge could dodge the bully.
But the idea is you can't train without you can't dodge without training.
Could dodge the bully. So when the teacher suddenly appears, you would see that the bully is bullying. You didn't do anything, just dodging. So I think, in my opinion, it's more safer for you, and
But in that case, I would actually disagree, because in terms of punishment, talking about punishment from a teacher, it's called self-defense. If someone comes to hit you and you protect yourself, you shouldn't get punished.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's.
Except if you kill them. That's I think that's.
No, we're talking about school. Like there's obviously no one's gonna die unless you're like. I don't want to say
Mike Tyson.
No, not I was referring to a country, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah, I know, but to be on the safest side, wouldn't you prefer not to hurt this person by just protecting yourself without hurting? Let's say you box me, try box me. Okay, if I stop your hand right now,
it doesn't work like that.
Let's say someone is fit, okay? If I stop your box, wouldn't it be better?
No, he'll just kick you.
What?
No, let's kick you.
It's a street fight. That's the thing. It's a street fight. There's kicking. There's all these things.
Like if you have to train to dodge everything, kicks, punches.
Guess what? Like in boxing and MMA, there's obviously dodging everything.
Yeah, if one dodges, it's better than.
What I don't get. What's your point?
Yeah, that's what.
Like obviously you have to like.
Yeah, obviously you have to dodge and everything.
Like I don't get what's your point.
I think it's saying, you know, dodging is better than actually engaging.
Fighting.
That I get, but
Yeah.
in terms of the aspect of like training, what's your point in that? Like,
No, this is just like a side thing. You know?
oh, it's just
You have to add.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I forgot to say open parentheses.
no,
Close parentheses.
So now we can.
no, but
Please resume. I
no.
closed the parentheses for sure. Yeah.
no, I just got confused for a second. But like, yeah, it's true. Yeah, dodging is definitely better than fighting. But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to fight back, خلاص, you'll get punched in the face and they might even get away with it.
Or you could dodge.
But what if you can't dodge?
Yeah, but
But that's the point. You have to train to dodge.
Yeah.
Dodge.
But you also have to train to fight back.
But here's the thing. You gave the example of a teacher interfering, but in real life, there's no one gonna really interfere, except if you know it's with.
There's no law in Lebanon. There is no law. You have a street fight. Everyone will join you.
We'll join you and maybe push you away or something like that. Because what happens if you're like in an alley and there's one guy? Dodging is not enough. You know what I mean?
What if he backs you up on the corner? How are you gonna get out of that?
Yeah.
You have to push him. You have to punch him.
مش إنه
To run away.
هيك وهلا I say dodging يعني expert
avoid.
expert dodging.
Avoid the situation completely. That's what you mean.
No,
Like
expert dodging like no. هلا you may
Shift
think
between expert dodging.
No,
wait.
but are you?
expert dodging يعني literally dodging any move. يعني let's say
Isn't that what you just did?
what?
The-
No.
But this is a
Dodging what I mean خيي
like blocking, parrying.
yeah everything in it. This is expert مش إنه خيي زحت هيك لا هي مش dodging
لا okay.
لا what I mean إنه dodge like this or dodge.
No,
It's the same thing as-
the room.
That's the same thing as just moving, doing this.
No. Let's
Hey.
say he wants to kick you in your face. If you do that, okay, and you hold his leg instead of like pushing him.
Hey,
You
this
will-
is fighting
what-
back. Not
No,
dodging.
it's not fighting back. Fighting back خيي إذا بياخد له إجره بوقعه وبكسره كمان.
Okay, you're gonna hold his leg. بتعمل له massage.
لا
Mom,
خيي I hold his leg just to prevent him to kick me.
Bro, that won't do anything. He'll just the force of his leg is stronger than
شو
you.
عرفك
He'll
خيي؟
pull you.
Who said? No, لا. هلا it doesn't have to do. Let's say you dodge downwards, okay, and then you hold.
He'll just use his other leg and knee you in the face.
He can't use the other leg. But
And
if he dodge, let's say.
But he'll hit you in the face and fall. But you'll be the one.
Wait a
who's
minute.
You
hold,
get what I mean, right?
if you hold
Like,
his leg, automatically he would become unstable.
What the hell do you mean, my man?
Ye-
Listen. So basically, I kick you, okay? And then you grab my leg. Okay, just grab my leg.
Okay.
Just grab
It's
it.
not a kick.
Grab his
Just
leg.
grab my leg, yeah. And then he just rains down punches
But
on the back
who
of the head thing.
Or
Like,
I
that's so
can
easy.
just
Like-
hold you in خي بتصير he would want to focus to
Like, this is
stay
like-
stable
No, no,
this
instead
works.
of
لا this مثلا do it again بدأ بعمل هيك مثلا بنزل عليك.
Shelby,
Like,
I have one. Have you ever been in a fight?
Have you ever seen a fight in the
Hey.
ever? Because it doesn't work like this.
خي I'm not saying it works in all situations. I'm
It works
just
in
one.
it works in any no situation.
بلا it could work.
We just,
This could work.
I promise you won't. As a person, and I'm sorry to admit this, from elementary and middle school, the biggest bully, in my opinion, I was a bully. No one, I just hit people هيك بلا مخ. Obviously I didn't come and punch and stuff. I would just annoy them. But when they did what you're trying to say, it did nothing.
What I meant as a kick, hell kick what Nadim did is not what I meant. I meant he want to kick you in your head.
Oh, okay. فهمت شو قصدك إنه grab the other leg, take it.
Yeah,
okay,
of
like
course.
why
Okay,
kicking your...
say air kick.
Hey.
كل
يلا قوم
لا say air kick. ما في فرق بين air kick و just a kick.
ماشيين هلا اوكي.
اوكي خلص
Okay, deal. You know, I'm saying in some situations, air kick, air kick, it would work this one. You know, if you dodge هون أحلى. Yeah, okay.
Air kicks. Not Logan kick.
Hey, okay.
Hey, we settled it, but we didn't settle the idea of we
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
boxing in the AUB.
I think like MMA fighters and boxers in general, the idea behind them, the way they fight and everything, is not how do they deliver blows and everything. I mean, it's part of obviously.
Yeah.
Not only that, is to be cool under pressure. That's why what I
that's
Masan, and I did kickboxing. Right?
Yeah.
Masan, I think the first couple of times what I did sparring, I didn't think of the
you're
of
shaking.
The plan. Yeah, you don't think about the plan that you just you don't think tactics. You don't think anything. You just want to like punch, dodge, and that's it.
Yeah.
As a boxer, sticks to his plan with like calm and collectiveness. Even though they got punched or they got thrown.
But after many night fights.
أكيد. And this is why they translate well in street fights. Like they're cool under pressure, and they have a game plan, sort of speak.
Like I don't know if you've heard. Obviously, I'm referring to KSI again. He said when he was in his first ever fight against Joe Weller, another YouTuber. If you guys viewers also don't know, he said himself he was very nervous around all those people. This is before he even started his music, I think. He didn't even stand in front of a crowd. Even when he started his music, when he started with those small like thousands of people watching, he was nervous. Slowly, hundreds and thousands. That's
like if I hesitated like sparring in a small kickboxing gym, imagine in a grand stage and everything. Imagine the pressure,
the problem
fame,
is like
the fame.
Like the concept is like controversial, and when like let's say we stand on stage with we start having like
we start panicking.
That's it. But the part in which we are panicking not to like perform well, but this panicking is gonna prevent you from performing well. But that's human nature. You kind of
with practice.
That's
like I don't know about you guys, but nowadays, even till now, like it's much less. But I still get nervous. You could sometimes see me being nervous when I'm on stage. Not on stage. I mean, like when I'm doing a presentation. Like last semester for my marketing class, we had a group presentation. You could hear from my voice. I literally like. When I sometimes start messing up, you can hear from my voice. I keep going. Like I get a lot of voice cracks. Voice cracks is like how I started getting nervous and panicking. Like many years, many presentations. It takes a lot of time. Same for boxers. Same for standing on stage. Same for music. It's not easy. So basically.
Wait, do you have voice cracks?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very subtle though. It doesn't sound like if you're actively looking for it, you kind of hear it. It's subtle.
I always point it out. I always point it out when it happens, just to.
Then I kind of rewind back in my mind, like, oh yeah, you did this. You don't notice, that's the thing.
Oh really? I feel like people always notice. No, I notice very well. Maybe you, because So we'll quickly wrap up. Let me see. We talked about boxing, which isn't too bad. We didn't really finalize on tuition fees. We could go back to it if you guys.
Let's go to tuition.
Because I wanted to actually say something about it. So, in terms of boxing, we're saying there's a lot to it. It's not something simple, and we can't easily make a AUB boxing, even though I really want to. Like I like it's just so fun. But that's that. We'll probably bring it back in another podcast and talk deeper into it. But in terms of tuition fees, not last year, the year before, I was in a debate. Nothing professional, of course, just a small group of people. But it was very academic. We were in a debate talking about the abolishment of tuition fees, like not paying anything.
In Canada and socialist countries, they're practically free. They're like $1,000.
Like it's such a good idea to that. Like I don't understand why. Obviously, it's voice crack.
But here's the thing, because
You want?
No, come in your idea.
Okay, I just wanted to say that obviously it's not as easy as I'm making it sound, but it's beneficial for the university. It's to a certain extent, and it's very much beneficial for students, also to a certain extent, because students could take it for granted and not work. They're like, oh, okay, if I fail, I could just redo it without any issues. I'm not paying or anything.
Yeah,
you know?
look,
You want to let him?
It's fine.
No, continue.
I'm just saying because, this is found in socialist countries like Canada, France, and some other countries.
Yeah.
It's basically backed up by the government. This is why they can do this. But it's like we're a capitalist country.
Yeah.
So we can't really have it. This is a private organization.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not backed up by the government or anything.
Obviously, I'm not saying we should go we shouldn't go out capitalist or socialist or whatever. I'm just saying for some stuff like universities, there has to be taken a new perspective. It depends on the country.
Yeah, I want to say in Australia, the one the student, I guess he studies for free, and then after he finishes, when he starts working, he starts repaying the
student loans.
Student loans. There's also I heard there's
so why here not
you're still
government وهيك مش حلو بس إنه
they wouldn't trust people to pay back probably.
Student loan is kind of weird to think about it. Like
but
you're
not
kind of paying
everyone.
for tuition fees.
Yeah.
You're paying basically to go to a university to get to a job to get money.
Yeah.
But you're still paying the student loan. You're like
لا wait okay لا بس إنه
eventually you pay it off. And
but
it will take so much time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure.
But I don't. Can everyone get student loans?
Not loan.
I think with them it's a no.
Like at AUB, can we all get student loans, or we have to fill an application, and based on the application they'll decide if we're worthy?
There's some companies that provide this service.
The thing is about student loans and paying them back. Not even student loans, just straight up paying the tuition fee normally. You could always find a job. While you're studying. Okay, it's going to be hard, but it's better.
People do that.
Yeah. And also, like in the UK, I know this one university where they on purpose put all the classes at night. Like there's no morning class and no afternoon.
For work.
They actually give you a part-time job. They give you a part-time job. Not for student loans purposes, just so you could have a job. Obviously it will help with your living expense and stuff, because you'll probably be abroad. Unless you're living here.
But initially when you're doing when you're except if you're going in an internship somewhere, you're working as a waiter or a cashier or something. It's reasonable money, but these student loans go up to 100,000 plus interest. So it will take so much time to kind of pay it all back.
Yeah, but that you're paying as much as you can during the period you're studying. And hopefully when you get a job, you've already paid some of it. I'll tell you this. I did not get this camera that we're using right now so easily. It took me a year to get the money to buy this camera. I spent tutoring people English. I literally sacrificed so much. I tutored students in English. I sacrificed so much to get that money, to get those extra accessories and stuff. It's not easy, but if you're determined to do something, just go for it. You know, people actually hate that phrase.
Anything is possible.
I have a friend.
It's a bit cheesy, but
it's not that it's cheesy. I have a friend, not AUB. He's like abroad. He hates it. If anyone says it, he's like, never say that again.
Because anything is possible. It's kind of vague. Because it's way more complex than this.
It takes us to the topic that next time we'll talk about, because we don't have time.
Everything is possible as an overview. It's
no. It's just a win.
Every time the win picks up.
Everything is possible. Like from an overview, if you look at it, somehow it's correct. It's correct as a meaning. Eventually you reach. But the problem is when you say everything is possible, you have to think. If you think deeply, you think of all the hard work you have to put in, all the sweat, all the nights,
and the phrase neglects all of this.
Yes.
This is why people hate. It's easy for you to say like this.
Yeah. I don't want to go too much into this topic because it does go into the topic we were hoping, but we don't have enough time. So we'll do it next time for sure. We'll continue it off. And if you guys want to add anything else, not regarding this, but anything you'd like to add?
No.
It was great having you guys back. It was very fun. Much better. I feel much better about this one. To be honest.
I mean, it's not bad. But I think there's other things we have to cut.
We'll see. Honestly, I think it's we'll have to.
What you gonna cut?
No, cut some parts specifically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one right now.
No.
I think I'm bloopers.
But we'll see. We'll see. But in terms of the content we were talking about and how we moved on, I felt we did much better.
Yeah.
And hopefully next time we'll do better, and the one after better, and better and better and better. But I don't know if you guys want next Thursday to make another one.
I don't know. Look.
No.
We have
I might find a way to do it with some people who want to. So stay tuned for that, viewers out there, listeners of the podcast, the MadCast, the new brand name for my podcast, the
MadCast. You should name it the MadCast podcast, like it's kind of.
I wish I could do it.
What is the MadCast?
MadCast,
The Mad Podcast.
No. But anyways, again, thank you so much. I actually enjoyed it so much. And if you guys in the listening out there have any ideas, comment it down below. We're always
topics.
We're always excited for anything. Any topics, any ideas, dislike. If you dislike, let us know how we can improve. For sure. I don't mind it. If you dislike,
like 100,000.
I'll take it if they put
and 100,000 comments.
And please don't forget to subscribe. It'll really help my channel improve. And if there's anything else, we're all good.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.